welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the creator of the universe, at least Dragon Ball Super Universe, Zalma. Now this is a popular fan character. Multiple fanfics ran about him, but I'm going to do my own story about Zama and why he's the original creator of the universe. As we see, the Omni-King, the Grand Priest, or even the angels can't create anything. The Omni-King cannot create anything. What he does do is a lot of destroying. He destroys universes here and there. He plays multiple war games with his counterpart of the Omni-King. Like he played planet chess between the Omni-Kings. There has never been an instant where we've seen him actually make anything at all. As we also see that the Namekians originally are responsible for the Dragon Balls, and these Dragon Balls create wishes, create dragons, but they always create or replace or redo something that anyone destroys. We're also by multiple standpoints of Zama being the most powerful character in the original person that created the Dragon Ball universe, is that everyone bows their head to the Super Dragon Balls Dragon. I just can't think of that name right now. Super Dragon Balls Dragon. The Omni-King bowed his head. The Grand Priest bowed his head. The Grand Priest guards. Everyone bows their head when that dragon pop up and grants a wish, of course. And now this wish is once every year, right? When in case they have to use the Super Dragon Balls. And in this turn that we see within this universe, everyone bows their head. That is the only dragon that can create things. Never can they destroy anything. They're always used to create universes and even replace the universe that the Omni-King once destroyed at the end of the Tournament of Power, and the Omni-King does respect that. So in turn, there is someone over the Omni-King, Zama. Now Zama, of course, for me, made the Dragon Balls, created this wish, and put his own power before putting the Omni-King in charge to create the balance within the universe, before he jumped straight into the Dragon Balls, as the dragon himself is Zama. Zama looked around, saw everything blank, and created multiple things. But he knew at a certain extent that the Omni-King was dangerous and that there's limits towards his power. Now the Omni-King and him are best friends, but he knew the Omni-King power is limited and he does not have the power to create as much as Zama. And Omni-King is more of a destructive moving force, more than, hey, I'm gonna create this for you, like kind of thing. It's less of that point. And Zama is more of a fighter, but he's made specifically the Namekians of every universe to specifically make smaller, less powerful dragons to cater to their own universe in case worlds get destroyed, peoples get slaughtered, people get murdered. He doesn't want all that chaos going on in the universe without a way to bring them all back, granting his own kind the way to make their own Dragon Balls to make everyone come back to life at that certain extent. Also, with him making the Super Dragon Balls, this is in case in an event that there is a mass extinction of the universes, or the Omni-King goes out of control. It was put in place for the Omni-King not to overstep his boundaries, as the Omni-King, the Grand Priest, nor the angels can destroy the Super Dragon Balls. So Zama put his effort and his best into that, but that putting his best into that caused the end of his life. After all he had done to create everything, create his own kind, create the small little Dragon Balls, so make sure everyone has a set of their own, and only to use the Super Dragon Balls in case of an emergency, or in case of a mass extinction, or the Omni-King just sets it off to keep the Omni-King in place as anything, because the Super Dragon Balls are that powerful. Now, Super Dragon Balls, though, at least from what I've seen, has not been used to destroy, only to create. So we don't know the certain extent of what they can destroy. For example, if someone were to go up to the Super Dragon Balls, they have no limit. can they wish for the Omni-King to just disappear or die? But as we far know, that was stated that there is no one above the Omni-King. But I would like to think Zalma is the one above the Omni-King, that there was someone more powerful than him, more original than him, and that once he set up all the parameters and boundaries of the universes, he just gave Omni-King the job, meaning that there was someone way older than him, but also had to set boundaries for the Omni-King, and did that at the end of his life. And only the Omni-King knows the Omni-King's the only person knows who created the universe, as it wasn't the Omni-King himself. He's still insanely powerful. I know what the Omni-King can do. No one's above him in power, unless they do a gods versus mortals fight, gods versus mortals war, which would be actually really cool. But we ain't trusting the writers on that one. I'd rather that be like a fanfic or a fan animation than anything. Of course, that is the story of Zalma. Zalma does die at the end with making the Super Dragon Ball, setting the parameters, boundaries, putting the Omni-King in charge. But the Omni-King was a friend and entrusted his friend to keep the balance within the universe. The universe is itself, making sure that not everyone can go do whatever, and make sure that there isn't mass extinction between all the universes. Right? That is the Omni-King's the job, to destroy, keep balance, while the Super Dragon Balls are to rebuild and put everything back in place if it needs to do so. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.